featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It is a Monday, and I sure hope you had a great weekend because I'm going to tell you, there was so much going on.
There's a ton going on.
The Country Music Festival, everything.
You guys should have seen. If you weren't there, you should have seen the amount of people that were out there for Country Music Festival. Wow. It was incredible. They did a lights thing. Everybody held up their cell phone cameras.
Yeah.
Or their flashlights on their cell phone. 30,000 cell phones just for that. And that wasn't even a headliner concert. 30,000 cell phones in the air.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing. Incredible. That's right.
I ain't kidding you. We got a lot of stuff coming up today. A lot of great show lined up. First off, though, what are we going to do?
Let's check out our weather.
First warning weather with meteorologist Caitlin Wright.
Well, happy Monday to you. Let's go ahead and look at live Doppler 15,000. High pressure still dominating our area and will be as we head through really your entire Monday, heading into Tuesday. But we do have an unsettled weather pattern going to dominate midweek, heading into the latter portions of the work week. But again, this high pressure in control, Bermuda high pressure now. With this clockwise rotation, we will be getting our winds out of the south-southeast. So the Grand Strain area is going to be a little bit cooler. And in terms of that cloud coverage that you're seeing, well, other than really this high pressure in control, we do have these clouds slowly increasing into our region. It's a very similar day to what we saw on Sunday. That's from a system down into the Gulf, but you see the bulk of moisture will stay in southern Georgia and portions of Florida. We won't be seeing that rain increase through our area. Again, compliments of high pressure. As for your Monday afternoon forecast, though, we'll be climbing into the low 90s across the PD and right along the border belt. Those Grand Strain areas will be a little bit cooler, as I mentioned, due to that wind direction coming off that semi-cooler Atlantic Ocean, but still climbing into the mid 80s. We will see a mix of sun and clouds due to that system increasing cloud coverage down in the Gulf. As for your Monday beach forecast, so if you're lucky enough to hit up the beaches today, well, if you're not today, then tomorrow you still have that chance. It will be similar to today with that air temperature approaching the mid 80s, that water temperature nearing 80 degrees. So starting to rise as we're approaching these summer months. Still a very high or almost extreme UV index at an 11, so make sure you're packing that sunscreen. Here's your Grand Strain 7-day forecast. We'll be in the 80s over the next 7 days. If you have big Father's Day plans as you head through Sunday, we'll go ahead and keep them, but eye to the sky, maybe just an umbrella in case. We do really see this unsettled weather pattern dominating our region as we head through Thursday, Friday, and as we head into the weekend as well. So a little bit unsettled, really opposite of what we saw last week. Your inland 7-day forecast in the low 90s over the next 5 days. Again, rain chances increasing through midweek, heading into the latter portions of the week and into the weekend. Our normal low is 67. We'll be right around that, bottoming out in the upper 60s to low 70s.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company.
I'm sorry, I was going to say welcome back.
Can we say it at the same time? One, two, three.
Welcome back.
Okay. Anyway, got a few things to talk about before we get our show started. The first is Surf Water Promotions. Surf Water Promotions right over there in Surfside, right off of Holmestown Road. They do all of our swag, hats, t-shirts, cups, anything you need, pens. They can even wrap your car with your logo. You can go in, they can do creative design for you, all kinds of stuff. They can do 1 t-shirt, 1,000 t-shirts, anything you need for your business. It's a great team over there. They do a wonderful job, and they do all of our stuff here, and we really enjoy our t-shirts and hats, and we've got some new t-shirts coming out
they'll be coming soon,
that they are doing for us. Ryan, if you're listening, that message was for you. We'll see our t-shirts soon. Kidding, just kidding. You guys do a great job, and we really appreciate everything you do. Check out Surf Water Promotions right over there in Surfside.
And if you don't know what swag is, all your promotional stuff.
They know.
Yeah, they just taught me that a little earlier, swag.
It's just a cool term, buddy.
Yeah, cool. Okay. All right, let's check it out for today. Let's talk about today. Today is June 12th, and this is Magic Day.
All right, it's also Pet Appreciation Week. Poof. I mean, bye. I'll go.
I'm just kidding. All right, birthdays today. Let's go get 1924. There he is, George W. Bush Sr.
I love him.
93 years old, the 41st president of the U.S., graduated from Yale And he was a millionaire by the time he was 40.
Woo, how about that? 1985, Chris Young, 32 years old, country singer, #1 hit, The Man I Wanna Be.
1986, Kendra Wilkinson, 31 years old. She's a former Playmate and, of course, lived at the Playboy Mansion with Hugh Hefner. And a reality show right now called Girl Next Door.
All right, so let's talk about today in history. 1939 National Baseball Hall of Fame Museum was dedicated in Cooperstown, New York.
And in 1963, Cleopatra, starring Elizabeth Taylor, Rex Harrison, and Richard Burton, premiered at the theater at New York City.
Yeah.
All right, now
All
let's
right.
find out. Ready?
Yep.
All right, here it is from Know It All Department, where you learn something every day. I learn something here every day. All right, here's something hard to believe. Leo Fender, that's his name, the inventor of the Telecaster and Stratocaster guitar.
Yeah.
You don't talk
Fender
certain
guitar.
types,
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you know he did not even play the guitar? The man that invented these did not even play the guitar.
He couldn't play the guitar?
No.
I wonder if he was musically inclined at all.
I mean, you always hear Fender, Fender guitars, and, I thought the guy could play.
Music. Huh.
He could not play the guitar.
There we go. Well, that just tells you maybe it's all about who you know in order to make something or make money.
That's the Know It All Department today. A great show lined up, a lot of fun stuff. Stick around. We'll be right back. Company Live. All right, coming up in Conway, let me tell you, the Conway Recreation Department's always got something going on. And we're going to talk a little bit about movies, and we got something else to talk about, too, a new park they're building. So there's a lot going on.
That's right. Movies in the Park. Foster's with us. Foster always has something happening. Tell us about
we
movies.
We always have something going on. And one of the neatest programs we have is Movies in the Park. And we do this at Riverfront Park in downtown Conway. We just had one this past Friday night. We showed La La Land, which was an Academy Award winner this past year. Had a great crowd for that. But the setting is the Waccamaw River for any of our movies, and so the shows normally start around 8:45, 9 o'clock at night. We show previews and sometimes cartoons before the movie. It's a free admission, and so we also have popcorn and drinks available for folks, and we've got a lot of good movies signed up for the rest of the year. July 14th, we're showing Wall-E. On July 28th, Twister, and hopefully we won't have any bad weather for that one. And also on August 11th, we're showing E.T., and that's right before the eclipse, so we wanted to have a little science fiction in there. And our last movie that we're going to be showing for the summer is Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
Wow, that's
Very
good.
cool.
That's good.
A lot of neat films.
And y'all have this huge screen you set up.
That's what I was going to say. You bring blankets and chairs out? Is that how you?
We encourage you to, and a lot of people will also order pizza and eat that out there and chicken. But our screen is about 25 feet wide, and it's about 18 feet tall, so it's really a nice experience. The sound is great and everything. So
that's good. All right, now there's something new.
That's right.
The park.
Let's talk about the park.
Yes, we have been fortunate to partner with the Nature Conservancy and the Duke Energy Foundation to basically be able to create the Waccamaw River Park. And this is a 260-acre nature park. And this is something new for us in Conway. And the park is located just over the Main Street Bridge, heading toward Red Hill. It's on Depot Road. When you turn on Depot Road, it's about 9/10 of a mile down the road. So we've got a bunch of walking trails down there. We've got a mountain bike trail. We've got some observation platforms, a shelter, a boardwalk, and we've also got a disc golf course.
Wow.
And if you had the pictures to show, it would be spectacular. But our grand opening for this park is going to be on Monday, June 26th at 12 noon. So we encourage everyone to come out for that. We're going to have a free hot dog lunch, and then let everybody go out and check the park out.
Fantastic. We'll make sure we get those pictures and remind you guys and do a talk about it one day
for you, because you can find out more about it right there.
Yes,
you can go to Conway, their website.
Yes, absolutely.
And find out more about it too.
ConwayParksandRecreation.com, or give us a call at 843-488-1950.
That is so neat. And the park will be open to everybody.
Everyone, yes.
That's awesome.
That is so good.
Big things happen in Conway. You just never know.
Thanks, man. We appreciate you being on the show. All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. Did you know it was hurricane season? We're going to tell you about it when we come back.
That's right. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. June 1st was the start of hurricane season. We're already talking about that. We've got the man with us to tell us.
That's right, Ed Pietrowski, our main meteorologist man here, and he's going to tell us all about it. Like when the next one's coming. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
I knew that.
It's hard to believe that the season's already started.
Yeah, it's a 6-month season. It starts June 1st, goes through the end of November. Historically, the peak of hurricane season is the middle of September, so we're just getting underway and a long way to go.
All right, we got women's names this year. What is it?
It's both, actually.
Really?
Back in 1977, they decided to start naming hurricanes after men and women. Equal rights, of course, because it used to be just women before that. So we men had to have our voice as well.
Definitely some hurricanes with the men, for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, people, with Hurricane Matthew last year, the impact, people are probably a little nervous about this year. Can you talk about that?
It's funny that that people don't think they need to prepare sometimes. We live in a hurricane-prone area. Hurricanes are going to happen, and every single year you need to be prepared. And last year was a perfect example. We got well past the peak of hurricane season. We're into October when we typically don't have to deal with hurricanes. But we had Hurricane Matthew, and the year before that we had Joaquin off our coast. So you need to be prepared every year, regardless of what the forecast is for the number of storms that we're going to have. 1992, we only had 6 named storms. That's the year Hurricane Andrew slammed into South Florida. So 2010, 19 storms and no hurricanes hit the U.S. So
right. Anything out there right now, of course, not really doing anything yet, and it's hard to even predict anything.
Well, what are we looking for this year? What are they predicting? They're saying how many?
They're saying an active hurricane season, 11 to 18 named storms, and that's mainly because the waters are very warm. There's no El Nino to produce a lot of wind shear, so the two primary ingredients being low wind shear and warm waters are present out there, so it stands to reason we'll have more tropical storms and hurricanes than we typically have. Where they're going to go is anybody's guess, and to Amanda's point, there's nothing out there right now, nothing anticipated for the next 5 days.
But also, don't make your plans around something that...
Right.
You never know.
Absolutely.
You can always check WPDE.com and find out about that. Check the meteorologist, they'll tell you anything, or call us, we'll tell you whatever.
Cecil will know. He'll take a
Thanks,
while.
Eddie.
All right, thank you guys.
Appreciate it. Stick around, we'll be back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, coming up now, the Wynyard chapter of the American Daughters of Revolution will have a flag retirement ceremony. There's probably a lot of people watching do not know what that's all about.
That's right.
So we're going to find out when and where. And
we absolutely are. I would like to know a little bit more about what it's about as well. We have Kathy and Marilyn with us. Kathy, what is this event? What is this about? Tell me first.
Well, this is an exciting time for our community to celebrate the very somber occasion of retiring our American flags. We have started this in our chapter, the Wynyard chapter of the DAR, and Marilyn will tell you a little bit about the history in a minute. But on Flag Day, June 14th, every year in Georgetown at Morgan Park, 10 a.m., less than an hour of a somber but tender process.
Right.
We have a guest speaker, we have a trumpeter that does the Star Spangled Banner, a Boy Scout troop comes in and rips up the old flags from last year, and then the Georgetown has the fire department and they burn those flags.
That's the way to do it.
And that's the way to do it.
Proper way to do it.
And then they're retired officially in a ceremony that Marilyn handles. And Marilyn, do you want to share a little bit about that ceremony?
The history.
Well, I will say in 1916, it goes back that far. The president announced that this June the 14th would be Flag Day. Many people don't realize that it's been that long. But we started in Georgetown in 1993. So we still have some good years that we've been doing this.
Well, this is a way to respectfully retire the flags and honor what flag means.
Exactly.
The worn and tagged flags are, as she said, were taken care of and then returned to ashes.
Okay.
Yeah, the proper way to do it.
I do the burning of the ashes.
Yeah.
We have the scouts who actually do the burning.
Sure.
But I do the burial
of the ashes.
And have done that.
And where are those buried?
Yeah. What are they?
We have
certain
a
places?
garden, a Betty Cook garden that we put them in every year.
All right, now
That's
who's invited all this? Now, who
No,
comes?
this is the best part. Go ahead, honey.
I was just going to say, anyone.
Anybody.
Anybody can come.
Anyone.
And it's a very casual event. Come in your shorts if you want.
Whatever.
Bring your chair.
Yeah.
The Sons of the American Revolution, they've really helped us out. They have a tent with refreshments so you can stay cooled down.
Yeah.
And
Fantastic.
you sit and you watch this, and it's just very tender, emotional. You learn by the guest speaker. We have Bill Judd, a member of the SAR, Southern American Revolution. He's going to give a great presentation about flags and we have children come.
That's what I was going to say.
That.
Bring your children because to teach them at a young age that and the respect of that and just what it means.
All right, give us a date and time now when they can come.
This coming Wednesday,
right?
June 14th,
right?
Flag Day,
10 a.m. Morgan Park in Georgetown.
Fantastic.
Right. Thank you,
yeah,
ladies.
that's awesome.
We appreciate you both
being
very
with
much.
us.
Thank you for having us.
Let you know, this has been going on 24 years.
That's amazing.
Y'all been doing it a long time.
Fantastic.
Thanks, ladies.
We love it.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
All right, we got a lot more coming up. It's a Monday. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, we're talking about SOS Healthcare, and they have a contract for a housing community for adults with autism. I think this is one of the coolest things I've heard lately.
That's right. They're in the process of purchasing land right now, and Jamie's here with us. We're going to find out more about this. Now, tell us about this big land purchase deal.
All right, so we are purchasing land on Medland Parkway in Conway. It's about 10 acres to build a community that is safe and affordable for individuals with autism and intellectual disabilities.
Wow.
It's the first of its kind in our area. Right now, there's no housing plan, there's no national plan for these individuals. So these individuals will go through they'll go through school, they go through job coaching, things like that, and then it's this situation where what next? And so SOS has kind of taken up this need to provide housing for these individuals.
Yeah, because I'm sure they feel lost kind of after they're just on their own. What do they do?
Exactly. A lot of these individuals end up living at home with aging caregivers. So it's not really a right fit. It's not what neurotypical people their age do. So the idea behind Oak Tree Farm is to have supports available for them. We're going to build a transition house, which is basically a stepping stone. It's how they learn to live on their own and how parents can kind of get used to the idea. They can spend weekends there and then move on to independent living in their own home.
In that community,
In
correct.
the community. And so the idea is that it needs to be affordable because with autism and intellectual disabilities, a lot of these individuals are, if they're working part-time and they're working in entry-level positions.
Sure.
And then if they're not able to work, they're relying on Social Security income, which is only about a little over $700 a month, which who can live on that?
No,
So we're trying to make things affordable for them, and we also want it to be like any other community. We want it to have a garden, a pool, an amenities center where they can have different activities and really be a part of the community with the other residents.
All right, now when are you looking to start taking people that would like to come to this? Now, are you?
So we've actually posted our preliminary survey on our Facebook page, which is SOS Oak Tree Farm. We also have things on our website at sos-healthcare.com. And the preliminary survey is so that we can get an idea of what the individual is going to need in terms of supports.
Okay. Awesome. And they think the community will be about 10 years to complete, but you're ready to break ground as soon as possible.
This year, and we want to get people in as soon as possible.
Awesome.
Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate you being with us.
Thank you.
Okay.
That is cool. Very, very cool. Y'all stick around. We've got more coming up.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. It is a Monday. We've had a great time today, a great show. And if you're interested in being on the show, tell them what they can do.
That's right. You can call us here at the station or shoot us an email, Facebook page, anything like that. If you want to be on our show, we'd love to have you. Nonprofit, fundraisers, even a business. We'd love to come.
We'll tell you how to do it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun too. And don't forget, we've sent out those little flyers. Where are we?
That's right.
And we've got some in already from the Country Music Festival down there. And we're going to show some of them on Friday.
We sure do.
If you go to our website, download it. It says, where are we?
Where in the world are Cecil and Amanda? And that's what you need to find out.
They're right here. There's always somebody coming.
I knew he was coming.
Where
that's
are
why.
All right, buddy.
Cameraman Keith, y'all have a
See you
good day.
tomorrow.
See ya.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.